writing for this Monday. We are going to keep it up with our short-term opinion writing project. We are moving to the next stage of the writing process today. So let's check out what that is with our learning target. It says, I can write a draft of my opinion paragraph using the brainstorm hand. So we are moving to the drafting stage of our writing process to work towards publishing and having a complete opinion paragraph. Remember, a paragraph is a group of sentences that are all focused on the same topic. And that is going to be our opinion. This paragraph is going to all talk about our one opinion on one topic. And today we are going to need our brainstorm handout. This is what you created last week in writing. We had our opinion in the palm and then all 5 different reasons on the fingers. So you are going to need this out as well today. So, like I said, we are moving to the drafting stage. So today we are going to write the first draft, our first try at writing our opinion paragraph. I really challenge you today to work hard and try and see if you can draft this opinion paragraph all on your own. Since it's a short term, it's going to be a much smaller writing. So I want you to see if you can be an independent writer today. So in drafting, we are going to take our brainstorm and use it to write complete sentences, just like a skilled writer. So I'm going to blow up my hand, and I have it all the way up here so we can see it a lot better. Today in this writing lesson, you are going to be working with me in the video. That means there are going to be a lot of times when you're going to pause the video, go work, come back, pause again, go work, and come back. Because we are going to be writing our opinion paragraph together. I don't want you to watch this whole video and then write your paragraph. I want you to write with me in smaller chunks so we can focus our attention in smaller little bits. So keep that in mind. I want you to be ready to pause the video and work as an independent writer. So that's coming up real quick as we take a look at our brainstorm hand. The first thing we want to do before we write is review our brainstorm and remind ourselves of all of our awesome ideas. So let's take a look. I said, I think pasta is fantastic because, okay, that was my opinion. I love pasta. So that's for sure going to go in my paragraph. But right now I have 5 reasons. And in order to make my paragraph the strongest it can be, I want to choose just 3 of these reasons. I want to choose the 3 very best ones that I feel really strongly about and that I could even write more and give more detail about. So we came up with 5 because the more the merrier, and therefore so we can pick the best 3. So I'm going to go through my hand and I'm going to decide, is this reason one of my best 3 or do I want to leave it out this route? So let's take a look. Up here it says, because it comes in fun shapes. I think that's a really strong reason because I love going to the grocery store and buying different kinds of pasta. So I'm going to put a star by it to make sure I include it in my paragraph. Okay, next one. It is simple to cook. That's true. Pasta is simple to cook, but a lot of foods are simple to cook. So I'm not sure that's why pasta is fantastic. It's just why I like it. So I'm going to leave that one out. Let's see. You can eat it with cheese. Oh, definitely. I love cheese, especially with pasta. So I feel really strongly about this reason. Okay, let's look at the next one. There are so many different recipes. I think this is one of the main reasons why pasta is fantastic. There's so much variety. Anyone can cook pasta however they like. There's so much you can do with it. So I feel really strongly about this reason. And the last last one, you can eat it hot or cold. That's true, but if I'm being honest, I really prefer my pasta hot over cold, so that's not really that strong of a reason. So I'm going to skip that one. But if we take a look, I have 3 strong reasons that I'm really, really excited to write about in my opinion paragraph. So I'm going to make sure to use these when we start writing. So your job, Super Scholars, is now you're going to look at your brainstorm hand and you're going to review all the 5 different reasons that you came up with for your opinion. And you are going to pick the 3 very best ones that you feel super strongly about and feel like you could write more detail. So just like I picked 3, you are going to pick the 3 strongest reasons that you have on your brainstorm. When you've decided and you've starred each one, then you're going to come on back and we're going to start writing. So here is your first task. You're going to pause the video, go work, and then come back. Okay, here we go. Okay, wonderful people, you are back, and that means you picked your 3 best reasons, and they have a beautiful star by them. So now, before we get writing, we need to talk about the structure of our paragraph. There's going to be 3 building blocks that everyone's going to need to include to make their paragraph the strongest. Just like in our narrative writing, we had a beginning, a middle, and an end, we're going to follow a similar structure when we write an opinion paragraph. So, first up in an opinion paragraph, we have to state our opinion. So we need to start off our paragraph telling our readers know what we like. And that on our brainstorm is in the palm of our hand. I think pasta is fantastic. That's my opinion, and we're going to start our paragraph that way. Then the second building block of our paragraph is where we're going to state our 3 to 5 reasons. That's the fingers that are on your paragraph. So in the middle is where you are going to explain multiple ways why you have the opinion that you do, and supporting your opinion to anyone who might read your paragraph. So first we need to state our opinion, and then we need to support that opinion with 3 to 5 reasons in the middle. Lastly, the last building block of our paragraph, we're going to restate our opinion. To restate means to say again, but in a different way. So you would still say that you like the topic that you picked. You would just choose different words or describe it a different way. For example, I said, I think pasta is fantastic, but I could also say, I think pasta is the best food in the world. That's my opinion. You might not think that, but I'm restating how much I like pasta. So that will be our last building block of our opinion paragraph. Everyone's going to have all 3. We'll be able to check off all 3 boxes at the end of our lesson as we write. But before we start drafting, I want us to get up so we can shake our bodies before we move our pencils. So, I know everyone has an answer to this question. So, come on, stand up. And this or that. Would you rather have cheese pizza? If so, you're going to move side to side. Or would you rather have pepperoni pizza? If so, you're going to move front to back. I know this class is full of pizza lovers, so what would you pick? I'm going with classic. I'm doing cheese, so I'm going to move side to side for 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made sure to get a couple in at the end. So come on, sit right back down in your seat and be ready to start writing. But before we do that, I know that in your packet, you had 2 different papers that you were given. They were stapled together. There was one paper that just had regular lines, and there was a second paper that had handwriting These handwriting lines are for those of us that need to focus on our handwriting. There's a good few of us that have the goal to become better with our handwriting. So today, during our drafting stage, I encourage you to pick this page, make the responsible choice, and use the handwriting paper to work on your handwriting as you draft. So you have the option to choose lined paper or handwriting paper. Okay, Super Scholars, I am going to write on the regular lined paper, and whichever one you choose, I need you to have it out. So on these papers, you see an O, an R, and then there's another O down below. This is for each building block of our paragraph. Opinion, reasons, opinion. They're there to make sure that everybody includes all three parts and we write them in the correct order. So of course, we are going to start up top with the O for opinion. This is the simplest one because it's already written out for us on our hand. So right in the middle it says, I think pasta is fantastic. That's my opinion. And I want to start my paragraph with it. So that's what I'm going to write right next to the O. I'm going to say, I think pasta is fantastic. Exclamation point, because I really, really think this. So here is my opinion. I have my topic and what I think about it. That's all we need to do for this first sentence and this first building block where we're just stating our opinion. So this is going to be your next work time. You are going to take your sheet and where it has O, you are going to write your opening statement expressing your opinion. What is already written in the middle of your hand. Once you have your opening sentence complete, you're going to come back and we are going to talk about our next building block. Okay? Here you go. Awesome. Okay, Super Scholars, you are back, and that means everyone has the opening sentence of their opinion paragraph. So we can check off the first building block, and now we're going to look at our second building block, the reasons. This is when you are going to use the 3 reasons that you starred on your brainstorm. So I'm going to start by making sure my sentence is complete. Pasta is fantastic because... Okay, I'm going to continue that sentence, but we need to make sure we have because, since that is the word we always use when we are explaining why of something. Why do we have our opinion? So pasta is fantastic because it comes in fun shapes. That's one of the reasons for my opinion. I think I can say even more about that. Let's see. There is a fun shape for everyone. I think that's so true. Everyone has their own favorite shape. Okay, that's one of my reasons. I have one. Let's see, what's the second one of my reasons? Oh, about cheese. So I'm going to write also. Here's my second reason. Also, pasta can always be eaten with cheese. So I love cheese so much, I made sure to include this reason. What else can I say? Also, pasta can always be eaten with cheese. Let's see. Any cheese can be turned into a pasta have so far. Pasta is fantastic because it comes in fun shapes. There is a fun shape for everyone. Also, pasta can always be eaten with cheese. Any cheese can be turned into a pasta dish. So I'm stating my opinion as well as I'm describing a little bit more about it to make it more exciting for my reader and explain to them just how much I love pasta. Okay, so I've got 2 reasons. I need a 3rd reason. What's my 3rd one? Oh right, different recipes. So I'm going to say finally, since this is my last reason, finally, pasta can be made with tons of recipes. There we go. Finally, pasta can be made with tons of recipes. So how can I explain even more about this? Oh, I know. You can eat pasta every day of the, come over here, last one, week. Exclamation point. Whew, that's hard to write on the whiteboard, but we got it all done. So, I've got 3 different reasons, and each one I was able to explain a little bit more. So I'm going to reread it to make sure it says what I want it to. Pasta is fantastic because it comes in fun shapes. There is a fun shape for everyone. Also, pasta can always be eaten with cheese. Any cheese can be turned into a pasta dish. Finally, pasta can be made with tons of recipes. You can eat pasta every day of the week. I think if someone didn't like pasta, I could convince them to try it just by how much detail and reasons I was able to put in my paragraph. So Super Scholars, it's now going to be your turn to write down all your awesome reasons for why you have the opinion that you do. Everyone needs to include at least 3 reasons. You can include more if you want, but everybody needs 3. And of course, try to add more. Try to keep explaining your reason to give your reader even more detail. So we're on our 2nd building block of our paragraph. Get that pencil ready to write, and let's start writing. Okay, how did that go? Were you able to write awesome details about all your reasons? I can't wait to see. But we are not quite done. We have one last building block of our paragraph, and that is the restating of our opinion. We want to say how much we like our topic, but in a different way. So before I said, I think pasta is fantastic. I want to think of another way where I can express how much I like pasta, but using different adjectives or different description. So, how can I say I like pasta, but in different words? Here we go. Pasta is the best food in the entire world! Exclamation point, of course. So I think pasta is the best food in the entire world, but someone might not have that same opinion as me, so it's not a fact, it's for sure an opinion. I don't have the word fantastic in here, so I'm definitely restating my opinion in a different way. So you are going to just write one sentence as the ending sentence to your paragraph, where you're going to say your opinion again in a different way. You can restate your opinion any way you like, as long as it's different than your opening sentence. You need to write a different way of expressing your opinion. It can't be the same, but it can be just as passionate and just as expressive. So, one last sentence to write, Write it right where you see the O for opinion. When you're done, come on back. Here we go. Okay, awesome people. Would you look at that? We have a complete first draft of our opinion paragraph. That was really, really awesome. Great job pausing the video and working independently throughout. So, even though you can't see mine up here, you have a complete draft with an opinion, reasons, and an opinion. What I need you to do is take a really, really clear picture and nice and still so I can see everything you wrote. Please take a nice close-up picture so I can really read all your awesome words. So in the video, you are completely done with your writing task today. So all that's left to do is to take the picture so I can read it. Way to go, we can check off our drafting stage, and that means we are gonna move to the editing stage on Wednesday for our next step in the writing process. So go ahead and take that picture, and I can't wait to see what you got.